one dog. So,
One dog?
Yeah.
So,
A half a bird too?
Yeah.
what was your experience?
I came out in high school, which was really rare at the time. I think I was the first person ever in my high school to come out. Literally.
What year was this?
This was 2005. I graduated in 2006.
You old, Brennan?
I know. I'm 28. I'll be 29 in November.
Well, you old.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So my experience was what most people from a small town would could share the same story with.
Really?
It's one of oppression from your church and your community and all that. Yeah. So.
Really? Did that happen?
Oh yeah. I actually went through counseling and all of that stuff. And then
You too?
I had a wonderful counselor though. It was actually a beautiful experience, and I'll never forget it. I went into a therapist's office, and she knew what was up. She was like, "Okay, parents are bringing." Yeah, no offense to my parents. Like that was way back then.
Okay.
But it was, parents bring you in. They didn't know what to do, and then the therapist had a moment alone with me, and she was like, "Everything's gonna be okay."
Good for you.
She was like, "Here's your prescription." And she wrote on her pad, and she was like, "Everything's gonna be fine," or whatever. She was like, "Because there is no prescription for you. You're just fine the way you are."
Absolutely.
So I thought that was very moving for me, and I'll never forget that moment in my life.
Well, good for you. I was talking to a guy the other day, last night about this. He was telling me he's from a little town in somewhere in Jackson, Tennessee, a little small county or whatever. But he was telling me that his pastor was talking to him about him being same-gender love, and he was telling him, asked him a question, have you ever been molested before? And that's the reason why you're same-gender love. And I was like, that ignorant, dumb mother. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he's a pastor.
Yeah.
Over people in a church, preaching every Sunday, talking like that to a member.
We're finally getting to the point now that it's less about gay, and now we're battling transgender issues.
Absolutely.
And then also it's another part of my writing and lyrics lately have been from Muslim and Islam. People want to blame the entire Islamic population for terrorism, and it's quite awful.
You don't want to hear my reason for it. Whoa, you don't want to hear my reason.
Yeah, so that's part of my inspiration and activism going forward in my music.
Okay.
I think that's great. I think it's awesome for you to have a platform and be considered mainstream, because you travel from rich and bio all around the world.
Yeah.
And I think that should be the second thing that you're measured by, your sexuality.
Right.
The talent and what you have to offer the world should come first.
Yeah.
And it's awful that we have to battle for our position, and not to be recognized because of my sexuality.
Right.
That's not why I came here.
Right.
And that's not why I'm gifted.
Right.
And the crazy part about it is that your gift is going to bless a lot of people. Heterosexual, homosexual, asexual. It's going to bless them. They can't throw back your talent, and they can't take your talent from you. Because of that, they might try to silence you or suppress you or ostracize you, but it will not be silenced.
Correct.
So, and I think that that's awesome, and I'm glad that things are happening for you in the fashion that they're happening for you, and I'm so awesome. It's awesome that we were able to connect and bring you on our radio show. And even for, I've never heard of you, and I live in Memphis. Not to say because of the race barrier.
Correct.
I would say.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't exist because music is universal.
Correct.
Universal language.
And Davian, when he came home and he was talking about you, and it was like he saw Elvis Presley for real.
No, and the funny thing about it is we met at a wake or wreath passing memorial service at
George Maven.
Yeah, George Maven's service at Chip Washington's house.
Yep.
Chip and his husband. And so I was around the corner eating, and I had juice and food in my hand, and I heard you singing a John Legend song.
Maybe it was. Yeah, I can't remember what.
And I was like, who is that singing? As I peeked around the corner, I was like, no, that's not him. That's a recorder. And I went back in the kitchen, and I started eating. I heard you singing again. I came back around the corner, and you turned red as an apple, and you were singing. I was like, that dude can sing. And so I said, I gotta get him on the radio show.
Despite my my sunny personality, and I'm very outgoing, when it comes to singing and I'm in my element, I can be quite shy actually. It's kind of weird.
Really?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Let me ask you about this last song on here that I want to talk about. That's What I'm Here For.
Okay. Yeah.
What's your the reason, the significance behind That's What I'm Here For?
That's one of the first songs I actually wrote, and it's just kind of a simple love song, sort of. It's the chorus is, "You don't have to do a thing, my mind's already made up for you." Pressure's rushing through my veins like it's almost untrue. I just gotta let you know, where you lead me, I will go. Take you to a better place that you've never seen before. That's what I'm here for.
Wait a minute, take you what?
What? It's kind of using the universe and celestial things. It's kind of it can be maybe a sexual song. I don't know.
So are you in a relationship?
I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who's your boo thing?
His name is Ron. He's a creative artist who just moved back to Memphis just a few months ago from Baltimore.
Cool.
So yeah, we're just taking it easy. So yeah.
Well, good for you. Kudos to you. So, once again, give our listeners the website, the information. They can go and look you up, find a CD, all the above. We're going to be tonight, just in case somebody will hear you tonight.
I think it's private tonight. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, but tomorrow, next week, the public.
Yes, next time you can really catch me for a big show, like I said, is August 5th at Lafayette's Music Room. Although, that being said, I do play, I don't have it on hand, my schedule for Zebra Lounge and stuff like that, but if you do go to my website, BrennanVillines.com, you can find that, as well as bio information, booking, and then follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever. It's all at Brennan Villines, Twitter as well. So, and you can find my music literally anywhere digital music is sold or streamed.
So,
Go ahead.
I want to ask you a question. Because I had a friend, he put this question up on Facebook. And he talking to people that like speak or sing or act. He wanted to know, when you have to go into your zone, what methods do you use when you need to just tap out and zone in?
Well, for writing or just performing in general, was the question more performance or?
He was getting answers from people from all spectrum.
Okay.
Because I chimed in myself. So
Yeah.
what do you use to go into your zone?
I like to be, if I'm writing, I like to go to a different environment other than my home, or I like to have a workspace. There are times where I sit down at my piano at home, which is lovely and wonderful, but sometimes I can't be as creative because I have distractions. I have a very needy golden retriever, and there's the TV, and there's your phone and the computer and everything, and then you think, oh, I need to do this, and so if I actually, my safe haven or my writing space is actually at my church, though. I'm the pianist for First Congo in Midtown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so I like to go there. I'll go to the choir room and write some, or I collaborate with a lot of people as well, which is very helpful. But if in performance mode, I usually have a little shot of Jack Daniels, and just kidding.
I just died.
Just
bring it back to life.
Go for it. Yeah, I would say I'm most in my element in more intimate shows, intimate settings, which is what I'm trying to create for my EP release this fall at Meadwood. It should be a great show.
You said something first time ago. We had Maggie on.
Yeah.
Emerson.
Yes, Emerson Kirkpatrick, Memphis area gay youth. Yeah.
What's the?
Ethan.
No, she's over it.
Oh,
Angela.
Jamelin.
Okay, James. Okay, yes.
Jamelin Cole. Yeah.
They're our church, and I have to say this. I'm not the most religious person in the world. However, I would say that First Congo is one of the churches in Memphis who do what I believe Jesus wanted us to do, which is give back to the best in every way we possibly can to the world.
Absolutely. I like First Congo. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
So, this has been a great interview. We have Brennan in the house, and then this awesome CD. Can I have this CD?
You can have it. I brought it for you guys.
Well, so sign it for me.
Play it in rotation too.
Go ahead, sign it for me.
I will. Okay.
Definitely.
Put from Sweetie Pie to
So-
Sweetie Pie.
Okay.
What is your favorite song on there?
I think a lot of people's, and my favorite is actually my cover that we heard earlier, Autumn Leaves. It's kind of a mixture, a combination a Sting song and the traditional jazz song Autumn Leaves, with a little mixture, if you're a classical piano fan, with some Debussy intertwined. It also includes some auto-tune, so it's a very weird, like updated, jazzy kind of thing. I hate using the word jazzy, I don't know why I just did that.
It's a word, don't worry.
It's a word. And I would say my favorite song that I wrote was probably Free, because it applies mostly to my life. It's the most relevant as far as lyrics go.
So can we get a little bit of Free, Anthony?
I have it. I have it. Sure. So I heard a man say, "Freedom is not for cowards."
Okay, I can relate to that.
Careful what you ask.
Yeah, you have to kind of know who you are and know how to work through things.
Absolutely, because when you say you're free, people are going to test you and see how free you really are.
Right.
So kudos to you for being free. I'm free with you. We're going to listen to Autumn Leaves.
No,
Free.
Awesome.
And this is the track number.
It is track number
10 off of the new release of Brennan Villines. Free.
A little older, but I'm still young. We got to go out outro. You go down on this. No, not outro. This, no. Go out on the outro. Yes. Let me know when to fade this and y'all coming back in.
Is it? Do you want to say anything else? I'm not saying anything else. Gotcha. Oh no, I didn't know.
Don't start crying. You cry. Put your tears over there.
Okay.
What's the pastor name at first one?
Cheryl Cornish is the head pastor, and the associate pastor is Sonia Walker.
Yeah, Sonia Walker. I work with her on this.
She was at George's thing as well.
You cut us back on. This is our guest for the day, Brennan. Are you gonna start crying?
No, I'm okay. I'm over it now.
Well, you want to say anything to our listeners before you leave the show today about?
Well, I want to thank you guys for having me. This has been an awesome experience, and I hope to be back sometime soon.
Absolutely. And if your show at Minglewood's on November 21st, I need tickets. That's my birthday.
Yeah, I will. Mine's the 28th. Yeah.
Well, you're Sagittarius.
Yeah, you're right before you were right.
I'm Scorpio. Once again, we want to thank you for accepting our invitation. You rock. I love your hair. I'm trying to get mine spoofed up like that.
Thank you.
Well,
I'm going to be in Lafayette. I'll definitely be there. So I'm
yeah,
going to check the
5th.
website in the days and make sure I get it there.
Awesome.
Give me some good music. I love some good music. Maybe this person that been talking about the Zebra Room.
Yeah, Zebra Lounge is great. Yeah.
so we have a new magazine coming out on next week. We finally complete the July-August edition. It will be in stores on next week.
It's our pride issue.
Pride issue.
We're talking about the importance of pride and why they're necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And